before the game. Wow, that was ugly.
Doc, what can a victory like this do for your team as far as from a confidence perspective?
Nothing really. I mean, we believe we're good anyway, honestly, and we know they're good too. We have humility. We understand they're a great team. We believe we are too. Neither team really shot the ball well, and it really came down to mental toughness. Which team had the ability to kind of hang in there, and we did that. And we kind of stumbled on a couple of things that we liked offensively, and we ran it into the ground. I was really happy with that aspect because we tend to get too smart sometimes, and tonight I just thought we settled on one thing. It was working. We didn't try to trick it up. We didn't try to do anything, and we basically in the fourth quarter ran it for almost 6 straight minutes and got production out of it. And so offensively, I was really happy with that.
Your thoughts on the first quarter? You missed 16 straight shots, and
yeah, it's just one of those games. Sometimes you want to win so bad you can't win. You're in the way of yourselves. I thought we had a little bit of that going on. But they were just bad too at times, and it's one of those nights.
You don't want to put too much into one loss or one win, but to beat this team, despite the way you guys played at times, you have this long stretch of games at home. I mean, you said you feel like a run coming. I mean, do you think this could help that?
I don't know if this is it yet, but we won the game, and like these two teams, it's one game. It's a bigger game during the game than one game. You can tell by the way, I don't know what all that stuff was, but you can tell by all that stuff. But then after the game, we put it in the proper place. It's one game. It's nice winning games when you don't play great. And it's not like we wasn't trying to play great. We had great shots. First half we had some shots that I would take all day. They just didn't go in. And, honestly, they had some too that didn't go in. So, maybe both teams were pressing or whatever. I don't know what it was.
You guys did a pretty good job getting the ball out of Steph's hands.
Yeah.
Was that kind of the idea to try to slow him down, is you can't score without the ball?
It's tough. We tried as much as we could. I thought we were pretty effective with it. And other guys on the team had to try to beat us. That was the thought.
About the way Paul took over,
it was great. Him and then Jamal as well. So, but we just got to keep doing it through the team context. I thought we did that. Instead of everybody wanting to win the game. Like I thought in the first half, everybody wanted to win the game. It was like they thought all night how I was going to beat them tomorrow. And then all of a sudden, we started how we were going to beat them. And I thought once that changed, we were better.
When you guys are...
Jamal's just good. He's a professional scorer. What I love about him, I wish I had the confidence. First of all, I wasn't that good. But he can miss 5 in a row. And it doesn't faze him. He knows what he can do, and once he gets one to go in, the rim seems to open up for him and get bigger. And we need every point he had tonight.
Kind of a strange anomaly, but he has 14 rebounds in the last 2 games.
Jamal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. It's funny though. We went small. I thought that was very effective for us tonight. So at one point he almost had the rebound. What I like with Jamal and Reggie, our bench was huge tonight. I thought Jordan, Reggie, Baby, you look at their numbers, it doesn't say a lot, and maybe it does because of Jamal. But they couldn't make a shot in the one stretch and didn't lose the lead. They got stops every time down. They allowed our starters to get some rest.
Is that how they have to play?
Every night. Yeah, every night.
Steve was saying his team is out of whack offensively. How do you put a team that good, especially offensively, out of whack?
Well, I just think it's a byproduct of the season in a lot of games. It happens. We've had stretches where we were, the most dominant offensive team, and then we've had stretches where we were awful, and it just happens. You play so many games, you get out of the gym, and you kind of have slippage and lose your way a little bit. That team's not going to take a lot to fix. I can tell you that. And, we need to get in the gym. I said it before the game as well. We just don't have time right now. We have to keep playing games. But there's a stretch where you can, grab your team again and get them going again. It's just a byproduct of the regular season.
This qualifies your best win, given where they are in the standings.
I couldn't tell you who we've beaten, honestly. So I guess, I mean, honestly, I don't know. Who else have we, I don't even know.
Portland and Phoenix twice.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't judge wins. I'll let you do all that stuff, you know. In a regular season, I don't think we're going to have a, you know, it's still nice to beat them, though. They're good. And the fact that they're good, you know, it's a 2-for-1 whenever you beat one of the good teams, because you get a win, they get a loss, and it swings them closer to you if they're ahead of you.
After you guys lost to them last time, after the game, you kind of called your team soft. You were pretty disappointed in them. To find a way to win a game like this at the end of the stretch that you guys, not even the end, but in this stretch, does that show you toughness and heart that you didn't see last time?
It shows great growth. You know, it's what I said before the game. We're better than we were when we played them the last time. We're just better mentally. You know, it's the same players, you know, but we just grow. Your teams grow during the year, and sometimes you come out of the gate with growth, and sometimes it takes a while. This team clearly has been one of the gradual growth teams, and you just got to ride it. You know, you can't force it.
You said when you came in here it was ugly. Did you think it was a better ramped up defense, or were they just missing shots?
I think it's both. You know, I think both teams are good defensive teams, and they showed that. And what happens when you don't get open looks, you start forcing looks or shooting quicker. And I thought both teams did that because both teams, they were really into it. We were into each other. You could see there's a lot of body-to-body contact. And I hate to say this, but I would say the way the game was officiated tonight was terrific. They allowed the guys to play. You know, they didn't, you know, when two teams that don't like each other play, sometimes officials seem to overreact to that, and they call it so close, the game can't be played. I thought the crew tonight kind of saw that and still let them play. And I thought it was great. That's nice. It's nice to see.
The stuff between Chris and Draymond Green, was that okay, or do you have to pull Chris aside at some point? And, I mean, they were talking basically the entire fourth
Oh, I didn't even
quarter.
notice, honestly. I don't care. I mean,
Doc,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, fight.
Doc, you guys went down, like, I think double digits twice in the first and second quarter, but you guys closed quarters well the entire game. Is that big for you guys?
I would love that trait. You know, we don't have that right now. We go up and down in that. But boy, if we can get that, that would be terrific. That's what like championship teams do. They can struggle all quarter and then all of a sudden close the quarter. And if you can close quarters and then start the third quarter great, you're going to win a lot of games. No matter how you play in the middle, you know, you can win a lot of games. And that was good to see that tonight. Guys, you got to have a Christmas dinner or something. I mean, can we go home? You guys probably had dinner already, haven't you?
Yeah.
Wow.
Here.
I haven't